Well, welcome, folks. We are now to Tuesday. The week is going to go by fast with everything going on related to Christmas. And we've got some satellite view and views for you a little bit later. Also, some cam views right now as we're checking out a few clouds in the local area. It was one of those foggy mornings once again. Clouds held on a while, then finally clouds rose a bit or mixed out. And we got some intervals of sunshine. You can see the sun not too far from setting, about 30 minutes, give or take some. All right, Toledo Bend, checking out a little bit of cloudiness there. Been a little steady stream of traffic going back and forth there on the Highway 6 bridge, indicating that there's some activity up on the beautiful Toledo Bend Reservoir this long Christmas week. Coming up, we'll be talking about very warm weather through the weekend. There's a strong front that will come in late Sunday that's going to have something to say about that. In fact, that's where the chill starts next week. All right, so let's get into it. First of all, look at radar where we don't see any rain here in the local area. We see a little bit to the south of us. There's a little bit disturbance there in the western Gulf aloft. Not a tropical thing or anything like that. It's just a little unsettled, perturbed area in the upper level flow. I don't think any of that's going to get here in the coming days. So satellite and radar show a lot of action out here. One of those atmospheric river systems hitting the west coast with some power and some wetness. And here's that little disturbance I was talking about. Those few showers you saw in the northwest Gulf, South Texas, the result of that. But I think they're going to run into a brick wall once they try to get up this way in the coming days. So that brick wall is going to be in the form of a December heat dome, just like we have in the summer. Now, if this was July, August, and we had this pattern, we would see high temperatures 100 plus. So instead, we're seeing 70s and a few 80s, and that's going to continue. So the cool air is locked well up to the north. It dips southward there across the west coast, leading to that powerful storm system there. Another piece of energy way off to the northeast of us. Now I'm just going to let this play out, and we'll see how it evolves. We continue in the warm bubble of air here. This one tries to develop, but it gets cut off. And notice that we see a deep trough digging to the east of us, okay, across the eastern portion of the country. But that's close enough to us because the upper level pattern, as it comes through Canada, is grabbing cold air and it's going to be pushing it this way. And so that is where that strong cold front Sunday is going to come from. But between now and then, this is how that December heat dome looks as across a big part of the country. Record highs possible in several areas in this wide expanse covering portions of the interior west, the plains, portions of the deep south, and even into the Mississippi, mid-Mississippi Valley, there in the Missouri Valley. All right, so that is what's going on there for today. For tomorrow, little or no change. The heat remains, okay? This is also called a high pressure ridge. So the ridge remains in control. The heat dome is in control of things. And Christmas Day, all right? So we still have the heat dome. Subtropical jet stream displaced way up to the north. This is the fence dividing the colder air way up to the north and the warmer air, and kind of allowing the warmer air just to kind of blast in with that heat dome system that I've been talking about here. And so with that, Santa Claus is definitely going to have some shorts down, gets down this way. And with the fog we've been having, I think Rudolph's going to need maybe some enhancement on this light red-nosed reindeer, right, on that light. All right, let's check out things beyond this. So going in through the time frame, next couple of days here, we will have a fog problem in the mornings there and overnight. So Wednesday, if you're going to be out early, 7 o'clock around that time frame, say, be ready. Possibility of some dense fog. Once again, that fog will lift by mid-morning, and Wednesday evening, got a last-minute thing to do for Christmas or something like that. Got an evening Christmas meal. Looking good, but warm. And then once again, going into Christmas morning, we've got, of course, the fog issue once again, but it rises, lifts out by mid-morning. 7-day forecast then, there's a fog the next couple of mornings, again, dissipating by mid-morning, 10 o'clock or so, and very warm. Remember the numbers, we should be seeing about 39 on this row here, 59 on the top row, the high temperatures. So you can see what we're getting through Sunday. So it stays warm through Sunday. Scattered showers possible with the front on Sunday. So some of you will get a little rain there. I don't see anything heavy. I don't see severe weather as well. We could see about a 20% chance rain continues Sunday night, but rapidly high pressure, strong high pressure will be building in from the northwest, and temperatures will cave Monday. Starting out, it's going to be one of those falling temperature days. Starting out probably in the upper 50s for an average in Cenla Sunday night around midnight. We'll drop probably into the 40s for a while Monday morning, depending on how much sun we get. I got a mostly cloudy symbol here, so we could get a little sun. If that happens, we might briefly come up to around 50. But by dinner time, once it gets dark, we start to see clearing skies Monday night, we'll fall quickly to about 40 degrees and then down to 29 for Tuesday morning. With bright sunshine, we can only make it to the upper 40s to around 50. So once again, we will see the warm air win, but once we start next week, we see the cold air returning. All right, that's it for me. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful Christmas. Always remember that He is risen. He is born at Christmas, and He is risen and on Easter. Nick Mickens will be back with you for tomorrow. I'll be around in the Forecast Center from time to time.